Hi everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. I know I am. So we're having another beautiful day here. The front doors are open, the windows are open, so we'll see if there's any noise or anything else. Hey, before I get started today, can you do me a favor? Thumbs up on the video, subscribe down below, hit that little bell icon, that would be huge. That would really help me a lot. I'd like to grow the channel. I'd like to share more of these videos. If you have suggestions, comments, other things you'd like to see or questions you have to ask, I'll give you my opinion. I'll come up with the recipes that I think you might enjoy. Like again, if you try one of the recipes, let me know what you think. If you have questions about them, let me know. I'm always looking to tweak them, make them better. So please let me know in the comments down below. All right. So today I'm going to make a really simple cheesecake. So we're going to make it in two parts. We're going to make the crust first, and then we're going to make the filling for it. So just a real simple, basic cheesecake. I will say that you could take this cheesecake recipe and you can embellish it and do anything you want. You can put pecans into it. You can put some blueberries into it to make it into a blueberry. We will, after we make it, we will cover it probably with strawberries to put the strawberry topping on it. That's generally what we've done in the last couple of times we made it. It's been a while since I have made it, so you will see me check my recipe. So don't be surprised if I pick up a piece of paper and I look at the recipe. Just to let you know, it's been a while since I made a cheesecake, but we're talking about, well, what are we going to make for Easter and what are we going to have for dessert? We know what we're going to have for Easter. We actually got a couple of really nice steaks. And we said, well, what are we going to do for dessert that's going to really look nice? So we decided to do the cheesecake for today. So I said, well, I'm going to make a video of it. It's been a while, and I haven't done that yet on it. So basically all it is dry ingredients. We're going to mix the dry ingredients. I have 1 1/4 cup almond flour in here. This is a 1/4 cup. I'm going to double check that. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. This is a 1/4 cup of Swerve confectionery sugar substitute. So it's stevia, I believe, right? Yeah, erythritol. I'm sorry, erythritol in it. So we're going to take that and we're going to put that in here as well. And we're going to mix it together. And then I'm just going to put a pinch of salt in. So I use the pink Himalaya salt. You've seen me do this a million times now. So I'm just going to put that in. We're going to incorporate it, mix it all together. And once we get it all pretty well mixed together. Again, this is pretty simple, pretty easy recipe. You can do a lot with this because, like I said, this is just kind of a really basic, low carb, keto friendly cheesecake. And we'll talk about the macros and stuff later. So, but it's really good. It tastes really good. Like I said, you can do just about anything to it. So because it's really basic. So now that all the dry ingredients are mixed together, I'm going to mix together the wet ingredients. I'm going to mix in, this is a 1/4 cup of melted butter. So we're going to pour that in here. We're going to put in 1 egg. Into it. And we're going to put a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to get that in there. I'm going to set this aside because I'm going to use this again when we use make the filling. Then I'm going to mix this all together again. And you'll see that it starts to become together as like a crust. And this will be the base for the cheesecake. Now I have preheated my oven to 300 degrees because once we get this incorporated and mixed together, we will be putting it in the oven to bake for 300 for, I think about 10 minutes, I think it is. 15 minutes, I'm sorry. So again, it's been a while since I've made this. We used to make this every once in a while. Been cooking a lot of other stuff, so you can feel it starting to get a little thicker. You can kind of see that it's pretty thick. So once you feel it's comfortably, you're incorporated. Oh, I didn't do something. Hold on a second. I gotta grab some spray. So I'm gonna coat my my pan. This is olive oil, avocado oil. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna spray my pan with avocado oil. Just to give it a little bit of a, so it doesn't stick, so it doesn't. And this is a spring pan. I hope you don't know, it's one of those spring pans that the bottom falls out of. Sorry about that. So I take the spring pan. This is a 9-inch spring pan. I'm going to put the crust in here. I'm going to actually use a spatula here, just so I can get it all. So then I'm going to just kind of push it around a little bit to get it to cover the bottom of the pan. So let me show you what it looks like. So that's what it's going to look like in the pan. So we're going to throw this in here and we're going to bake the crust for 15 minutes at 300 degrees. Now while that's baking, we're going to start our filling. So the basis of our filling, and I will tell you that the best way to do this is to get your cream cheese, because we're going to use 24 ounces of cream cheese. So that's 3 of these 8-ounce containers that I would say you take them out of their freezer a couple hours before you're going to cook, because of the fact they should come up to room temperature. It will make it a lot easier to mix them together. So we're gonna, let me get this out of the way. Sorry about that. So we're going to put our cream cheese in here in a bowl. I guess I could have done this before to save a little bit of time. All right, so that's 16, and here's 24. Again, this is the Philadelphia cream cheese. It's full fat cream cheese. So I'm going to put that in here. I'm actually going to mix I got some sugar. Now I do this, I'm going to be honest with you. So it calls for confectionery sugar. I find that if I mix the confectionery with some of the granular, it works better. And I don't put in it because it calls for on this here. This calls for just about a cup. I will tell you that I put in about a half a cup of the granular and about a quarter of a cup of the confectionery to mix it together. And that's just the way I do it. I'm trying to cut down a little bit on the sugar alcohols a little bit in some of the recipes. I know my wife and I had talked about some of them are sweeter than we'd like. I think we've kind of gotten used to the no sugar, so when you mix the sugar alcohol too much in it. So we're going to take that, we're going to mix that together. I got to plug in my hand mixer. kind of push this stuff down on the side so it gets all kind of caught up on the side. So get it down in the bowl to mix it better. Push it down again. Yeah, it starts building up on the side, so you want to. And again, if this was I should have probably took this out last night or really early this morning to do this instead of just a couple hours ago. It'd probably mix a lot easier and a lot faster. All right, so I got that pretty well incorporated. Again, I'm going to push it down a little bit because we're going to mix the next couple of things into it. So the next things we're going to put in here is we're going to put one egg in here. We got 2 eggs in. I'm going to mix 2. I'm going to mix one at a time. So I'm going to put 1 egg in here now, and then I'm going to put the vanilla in here. I'm going to put another teaspoon of vanilla in this part. All right, so that's that. We're not going to use these again. We are going to put a pinch of, this is lemon juice. So we are going to put a little bit of lemon juice in here. You can use a fresh lemon if you want. Just kind of gives it a little bit of a bite. About 1/4 of a lemon if you squeeze all the juice out of it and everything. And again, we're going to mix this up. This will and we're going to put 1 more egg into it. So I put the eggs in separately to mix it better. It seems to mix faster, or I should say more thoroughly, one at a time. Again, hold on a second. I'm going to get a piece of paper towel. I'm a messy person. Again, I'm no chef. I'm no cook. I'm kind of just a hack at this. So if I can make it, you can make it, right? So, you know, just follow the recipe that's in the description down below, and you can make this. Like again, if you want to experiment, you can put all kinds of good things in with it. Like I said, pecans to blueberries to strawberries, incorporating the strawberries right into the actual, you know, Perrier, and then pour them right into the mix so that they're mixed throughout the strawberries, throughout the cake. I'm going to scoop off the sides here a little bit just to get it down in. It's coming together very nicely, so I'll show it to you here in a second. You can see what it looks like. All right, that's all there is to it. So what we're going to do now is we've got to kind of wait for our crust to get done. And that's all. I'll show you what it looks like. I thought I had another. I do. I don't have a spoon, but I got a fork. So I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what it's going to look like. All right. That's the consistency. So again, pretty easy stuff. I'm going to take these out and we'll clean this up a little bit here. And then we'll come back when the crust is ready, and then we'll put the filling into the crust, and then we'll turn the temperature up on the oven, and we'll go through the whole baking process. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, we're back. I just took the crust out. It's nice and brown around the edges. It's still a little soft in the middle. I'm not going to bother showing it to you. It smells like a big cookie in here, though. I'll tell you that. It smells really good. And one of my favorite things about when I'm cooking is something like this, is that what you don't see me do is when the camera stops, I take and I'm licking the beaters and the spoons and getting kind of a sample taste test of what it was going to taste like. So this is just still hot. I just took it out of the oven. We're going to take and we're going to put the filling that we just made inside of it. Again, I turned my stove on to 350, so it's heating back up. It's looking good. So you're going to be careful holding on to this. I'm actually going to use a piece of paper towel to hold it. And I'm just going to move the filling around on the inside. So again, when I put this in, I'm going to put it in 350 for 35 minutes. You're going to see as it sets that it's actually going to get set around the edges, so the edges kind of get hard, and then the inside will just be a little bit jiggly. So I'm going to put it in 35. My oven tends to run a little bit, and like I say, keep saying that, it tends to run a little bit, I don't know, whether it's cooler or it seems to take a little bit longer to bake the stuff. So I'll probably end up leaving it in for 40 minutes. So let's put it in the oven. Perfect timing. It's telling me that it's at heat. We'll put the timer on. All right, so that's in the oven. I'm going to finish cleaning my mess up here. And then when we come out, we'll take another look at it and show you what it looks like all set. I guess maybe I should have shown it to you before I put it in the oven, but really, really simple recipe. It takes a little bit of time because you got to do it in a couple of steps. Again, hey, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe down below, the bell icon. I can't tell you enough how much I'd appreciate you if you do that for me. And also tell me what you'd like to see. Would you like to see more breakfast meals prepared? Would you like to see some lunch stuff? Would you like to see some more main meals, more desserts? What exactly would you like to see more of? So you tell me, and we'll work on it. I do have another chaffle breakfast recipe coming up that I think you might enjoy. So we just kind of stumbled on it and kind of just did it ourselves, and kind of took a basic chaffle recipe and made it into something for breakfast that we enjoyed yesterday. So I'm going to make that for you as well, and hopefully you enjoy that. But again, what are the meals that you'd like to see? Also, if there's product reviews out there, I will tell you that there's some different cookies out there that I wouldn't mind taste testing to see how the new cookies that are coming out. Catalina Crunch came out with a new cookie. I think I'd like to try those and compare those to the high key ones that I've been eating occasionally. Again, I don't eat very many store-bought cookies because I bake most of my own cookies. So I know we baked some macadamia nut cookies this weekend, and we've made some other stuff this weekend as well. So tell me what you'd like to see. If there's something that's a substitute that you would ask if there's a substitute, and can I cook it, let me know. I know I'm going to try to make some, we bought some salsa, so I'm going to try to make some salsa chips for one of these days, as well as some maybe some cheese crackers. So instead of going to the store and spending $10 for a bag of Wisp, you can make them yourself for half the price. Let me know what you think down below. I'd really appreciate it. We'll come back in 35 minutes and we'll check on the cheesecake. All right, it's time to take it out and see what it looks like. I'm going to turn the oven on here. I did take a peek at it. It looked pretty good. That's what it kind of looks like in the oven. Take it out. Now you want to make sure it's set around the edges, and then you want to see when you shake it, it still should be jiggly a little bit. So as you shake it, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's jiggling a little bit. So that's what it should look like. Now we're going to leave it here, let it cool down for a little bit, then we'll come back and we'll see what we want to do about putting on the top of it, and we'll go from there. All right. All right, everybody, we're back for the final part of it, and this is the best part of it. This is the taste testing. So this is what the whole cake looks like. I took a piece off of here. I'll show you. We kind of decorated it the best I could. You could put chocolate syrup on it. You could put whatever you wanted on it. We're doing a little strawberries and cream thing for dinner. This is going to be my taste test right here. Will be from this. So you kind of get an idea what it looks like. So this you should cut this into 12 pieces. We cut it into 8, so the macros are going to be a little bit more. It's 1 piece per serving. So, and in that 1 piece, there's 4 total carbs. In that 1 piece, there's 1 fiber, 26 grams of fat, 9 grams of protein. So 3 net carbs, so we cut a little bit bigger. So you figure probably 3, we're probably closer to 4 or 5 net carbs on one of these pieces. But it's just for the 2 of us, so we're gonna enjoy it and have it. You know, like I said, anything you could do, you can mix strawberries in with the mix. You could put chocolate in with the mix to make it a chocolate cheesecake. You could do a lot of different things with it. This is a great basic recipe that you can take and embellish and make whatever you want out of it. Again, we're going to do it because it's going to be our dessert for Easter. I'm going to taste test it. I'll let you know how it tastes. So this is talking with my mouth full. This is really good. I'm really happy with the way it came out. So we're gonna enjoy it. You guys have a great day. Hey, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit that little bell icon right next to it, and Remember that you guys are awesome, and we'll see you next time.